Senator McConnell said this to me yesterday. They have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. It's their obligation to govern, and the essence of governing is to raise the debt ceiling. Your reaction to that, and with this morning's vote on the budget, have you ruled out for once and for all using reconciliation?
Look, let me just say this. I cannot believe the Republicans will let the country default. And it has always been bipartisan to deal with the debt ceiling. When Trump was president, I believe the Democrats joined with him to raise it 3 times. Again, I cannot believe Republicans will let us default. As for reconciliation, the White House and Janet Yellen preferred it be done outside of reconciliation. A, to keep it bipartisan, to stop making this a partisan issue because it's fraught with peril. Mitch McConnell seems to want to do that. I don't think he'll succeed. And second, because reconciliation limits what you can do there, and doing it outside gives you more flexibility. Yes?
On voting rights?
Yep.
We've heard you say repeatedly, failure is not an option, and that everything is on the table here. When you come back in September, what is actually going to change? The Republicans have filibustered this. They said they'll continue.
This is something. This is.
A path of what this will actually.
We have made progress, and we are showing very clearly to every one of our 50 senators that Republicans won't join us. And yet the importance of voting rights, if anything, has strengthened in the minds of everybody. Everybody. And Senator Manchin put down a proposal back in June that had not everything I would want, but many of the things I want. So we are making very good progress, and we're going to keep at it. It's so important. Yes.
Following up on that, what do you say to activists who say showing you have 50 Democrats is not enough? They say they need a law to actually deal with voting rights now.
2 things. I'd say we're going to keep at it, and as I've said before, everything is on the table. Yes, yes.
Speaking of Senator Manchin, he put out a statement this morning saying that he's concerned about the price tag of the reconciliation bill. How do you navigate his concerns and Senator Sinema's concerns that the $3.5 trillion increase, or the price tag is too much?
Look, there are some in my caucus who may believe it's too much. There are some in my caucus who believe it's too little. The original bill that Senator Sanders put in was $6 trillion. I supported that. And I can tell you this, in reconciliation, 1, we are going to all come together to get something done. And 2, it will have every part of the Biden plan in a big, bold, robust way. Menu.
But just to follow up, I mean, are
You can follow up.
But are you open to lowering the price tag, or are you firm on $3.5 trillion?
As I said, every part of Biden's proposal will be there in a big, robust way. There are some members in our caucus who want less, some members in our caucus who want more. That's same in the House. We're going to all come together to meet that goal. Yes?
Do you support an exception to Senate rules on voting rights, and do 50 members of your caucus support it?
Everything is on the table. Yes?
Senator, last night during the Voterama, Republicans, as the minority party normally does, put forward a lot of messaging amendments, including on the Green New Deal defunding.
Not on voting rights, on reconciliation.
Reconciliation, correct, on
Yeah.
Voterama, sorry.
Yes.
They put forward a lot of these messaging amendments. Do any of those votes last night concern you in terms
No.
of putting your members in a vulnerable position?
We go through Voterama all the time. It has no effect on the bill. When you compare the amazing breadth and strength and depth of the $3.5 trillion we passed, this is a small little thing that means nothing. Yes, in the back, red dress.
Was yesterday morning the last we've seen of bipartisan?
I hope not. As you've seen, I always try to do bipartisan stuff when we can. And this Senate has done far more bipartisan stuff than ever when McConnell was there. And my moderate members know that, appreciate it, and have thanked me for it. So, for instance, we had before the infrastructure bill, which we had a push, prod, and I was very instrumental in trying to making sure it got done. And, you know, that's what the Gang of 5 says, our 5 Democrats. We had USICA, took 3 weeks, bipartisan. We had the Asian crimes bill, bipartisan. We had the water bill, bipartisan. We had the transport bill, bipartisan. And we've had more amendments this year, skipping Voterama, which, of course, is an exercise all unto itself way out there. We have had more amendments in months than McConnell often had in years. Yes.
Senator, in terms of paying for the plan, the reconciliation plan, is the hope that the tax increases on the ultra-wealthy as well as corporations are going to cover it, or is this
Yes.
going to add to the debt?
You know, some are worried about inflation, but if you talk to the leading economists, the way to deal with that is to make sure you pay for it. We intend to pay for it, and we intend to pay for it sticking with Biden's rules, by closing loopholes, having the wealthy and the big corporations finally pay their fair share. Last question.
Thank you. Back to reconciliation. In many ways, what has happened has been the easy part. You said so yourself. When you look at the comments coming from those who doubt you can get this done, and you look at the challenges ahead with Senator Sinema and Manchins, tell us, what is your plan, and do you have a deadline? Will you try to
Okay.
get this done?
First
in
question.
September
Yep.
or when?
Well, first I would say so many people were dubious we could get anything done, including many of you in this room. Can't get the ARP done. Never get the president's cabinet done in time. Never will this two-track strategy, it's going to be impossible for it to succeed. So far, so good. How come? I try, and I think our caucus tries to show respect for every single member. We have a diverse caucus. We have Bernie Sanders, we have Joe Manchin, and everybody in between. And we show respect. We don't belittle or denigrate or anything. But second, and most important, every member of our caucus realizes that unity is our strength. And with 50 votes, at a time when Republicans on too many issues refuse to cooperate at all, as you saw last night, we all need to be unified, and everyone knows that. So that doesn't mean people don't fight for their beliefs. But at the end of the day, we have to come together. Thus far, we have. Is it going to be easy on reconciliation? Absolutely not. But if past is prologue, we got a chance, a good, decent chance.
And deadline?
Well, I told you, I want to get the reconciliation bill done on September 15th, and we'll see where we move after that. Thank you, everybody. Nope, that's it. Stop. Talk to Cory Booker.
Was Governor Cuomo a good governor?
I'm glad he stepped down.